This is my home lab, a working network and virtualization project that I built from repurposed enterprise hardware. It is not a showroom rack or a pile of equipment kept for appearance. Every device has a job, and every change gives me another chance to understand how real infrastructure behaves. I began this project with a simple goal: move my FreePBX phone server off my main computer. I rescued a Dell PowerEdge R740 from work for $50, and I quickly realized it offered far more potential than that first task required. It became the center of everything. My server originally had two modest Xeon Silver processors. I replaced them with dual Xeon Gold 6138s, giving me 40 physical cores and 80 threads. I also increased the memory to 128 GB of ECC RAM and installed stronger power supplies for future expansion. I use Proxmox to turn that hardware into a flexible compute platform. Instead of dedicating the machine to one operating system, I run separate virtual machines for Linux, macOS, communications, games, and artificial intelligence. I can reassign resources whenever my priorities change. Around the server, I built a network from repurposed enterprise hardware. Cisco Catalyst 3850 switches provide my wired core. A SonicWall handles routing and policy enforcement, while UniFi access points provide wireless coverage. The pieces come from different ecosystems, but I made them operate as one system. I divide my network by purpose. Trusted devices, lab equipment, and Internet of Things hardware occupy separate virtual LANs. That segmentation is more than organization. It creates control boundaries where I can test routing and access policies without treating every connected device as equally trustworthy. I gave the Cisco ASA 5525X a second life by installing pfSense. I use it with Unbound and pfBlockerNG for network-wide DNS resolution and filtering. My SonicWall remains the primary gateway while the repurposed ASA performs a focused security role. My enterprise Cisco 8845 phones became another project inside the project. They were designed for Cisco call management systems, but I provisioned them through the FTP and registered them directly with FreePBX. I now have internal calling without purchasing an expensive firmware conversion. My virtual machines make the lab useful every day. I run Minecraft servers, Ubuntu systems, a macOS virtual machine, FreePBX, and a local artificial intelligence server with GPU acceleration. I built this infrastructure for experimentation, communication, entertainment, and learning. Not every upgrade worked for me. A used graphics card arrived damaged. My network rules blocked traffic that should have passed, and configurations failed because of tiny mismatches. I consider those failures part of the project. I inspect the evidence, isolate variables, make one change, and test again. My home lab is also an argument for overlooked hardware. These servers, firewalls, switches, and phones are no longer considered new, but I know they remain extraordinarily capable. With patience and technical curiosity, I can turn equipment headed toward surplus or recycling into a serious platform for real-world education. My home lab is an ongoing project, and I do not think it will ever be finished. Every problem I solve creates new directions to explore. I will cover future upgrades, repairs, experiments, and changes in updates. Subscribe to Rhea Talks, and follow my home lab project on hackaday.io to see what I build next.